Hi guys, today's video is going to be a little book haul. I had a haul planned for this upload anyway. I just didn't know what type of haul I'll be doing. Sorry, it looks like one of the books pages are all somewhat bent and stuff. It's weird. But yeah, so I didn't know what type of haul I was going to end up doing. And then I done this massive book order. This top book here isn't from Waterstones, but these ones are. They just came in separate packages. That's why these ones are out of a box. And then I've got a bunch in here. I think I spent around just under £250. I want to say I spent £245 or so at Waterstones on books, which seems like a lot, but it is a lot in fairness. But these are some of the books that I've really wanting to read, or are books to do with films or TV programs, or even just videos on YouTube of books that I want to read before watching that film or TV program or video on YouTube. Because there are a few books in here. I want to say it's over 3 or 4, I think. I'm not sure. Books in here. I think they're actually in this box. That are part of a book club kind of thing, of a podcast I used to watch, because the podcast is no longer. They don't do it anymore. The Book Marked podcast. They started a kind of a book club thing at the start of the year. And they done it for a few months, and then they kind of ended their podcast. So the book club kind of ended. And I didn't get the books or get around to reading the books in the month that it came out on. So I've got a couple episodes that I haven't watched because they're somewhat related to the books that I need to read. So I've got some of them, obviously some movie ones and stuff like that. And then just some other ones that I've wanted to read and stuff. So yeah, so let's get into it. I will start with the one I got off Amazon, but I thought I'd add it into this anyway, which is Sidelined, the QB and Me, so the Quarterback and Me, which is a 2B original movie. But this was originally posted on Wattpad, I think. Yeah, Wattpad books. It says, but I just thought, why not get it, read it, see if I like it, see if I like the movie, because I keep seeing the trailer for this movie, or I did, and stuff, and then I think I saw it again, or clips of it, not that long ago, so I was like, you know what, I'll get it and watch it. This was around £14, I think, and that, yeah, around £14 for this one on Amazon, and stuff. This one was one that I literally went to buy last year with a bunch of stuff. Was it last year? Or was it the start of this year? I don't know. When I bought it around the same time as I bought my cooking with Remy book that I have, the cooking book, and a couple other books, like Fever Dream by Elsie Silver and stuff. And then it kind of got pushed back and delayed till November. It wouldn't come to me November this year, and then the order just got cancelled. So I was like, oh, I'll leave it. And then I saw another a video for it, and I was like, you know what, I'll get it, see it. And then this was actually meant to come in a few months' time. I am also pre-filming this, so this was meant to go. I ordered it in May, because this goes out in July. I think this video goes up. and I'm currently filming this in June since I've got all the books anyway. But yeah, so I've ordered it in May. It was meant to come towards the end of June, I think, or somewhere in June. But I ordered it at the start of May, and then it like came a few days later, or like a week or so later. So it was kind of like a surprise. But I was like, oh, okay, it's come early. But yeah, so I got sidelined. Most of these books, I know I've got like a bunch of books anyway. In my room, to be honest, no clue where I'm going to store most of them, especially since I barely have space in my room. But yeah, but I do have a bunch of books anyway for like normally, because I've got a storage solution under my bed full of books. I've then got my bottom drawer of my bedside table, which has a couple of books in, because they won't fit in the storage solution under my bed. And then I've got my like current TBR in like one of like my big drawers and my chest of drawers in the top one. So I think eventually, once my TBR gets narrowed down a bit, some of these will be put into that big drawer. But yeah, so that's great. Where are we at there? And stuff, so yeah. So these I will probably try to get around to next year, or possibly a couple years down the line. And that because I've kind of come up with the thing of I'm not going to have a set TBR of next year. I'm just going to see how it goes. So hopefully some of these books will probably, I want to say probably most of these books will get read next year. But hopefully I also read some of the other ones that are on, well, in my TBR anyway. But next lot, I got this whole series, which did come like separately, but you know, which is the Reynolds Protective Group. Is that what the series is called? I'm guessing so, since it's on all of them. I doubt it will say on the first one. Oh, it has the contents. Oh, that's actually a first, a book having a contents page. Oh, this one doesn't. It's just the second one does. I'm guessing Hunter is the second one. It has like a contents page inside, which is new. But yeah, I saw these. I think I was on TikTok. Yeah, it must have been on TikTok. I saw like a TikTok, like a, what was it, book talk video on it. And people said it's like the Criminal Minds characters, like the men in these. I don't know if they're fully based on them, or if it's just like loosely people feel like it's based on them. And I thought, I love Criminal Minds, and that I literally binge watched the whole 18 series of it that were out when I binge watched it, and stuff. And as I'm currently filming this, I have not started this 19th series yet. I'm waiting for a few more episodes to come out, and then I can watch it with my dad. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, apparently these are meant to be loosely based off of them, I think, of some of the men in it. Because on the TikTok, I think it said Archer, which is the first book, is like Hotch. And that, so there's that. And then Hunter is the second book, which I think was Will. I might be wrong about these like middle two, but I think Hunter was Will, or like Will. And then Gunnar was like Morgan, Derek Morgan. And then Ranger was like Spencer Reid. I nearly forgot his name then, and he's like my favourite. So that was wild. But yeah, so I'm actually quite intrigued to read these and see what I think. These were also around £14. Like this one was literally like over by 4p. This one's like £14.17 for the middle two, and then this one was just under £14 by like 4p. So yeah, so they were around £14. I love how they've got a price on the back, and the only one with the same price is this one. I paid £13.56 for this one, which has like a sticker over the top, which has a price on, which I'm going to get rid of. Whereas these ones have like different pricing on to what I actually paid on from Waterstones. But you know, and as I was talking about the pages earlier, I was on about that. But yeah, so can't wait to read these. And to be honest, I've been wanting, I think I saw these like last year, 2 years ago. It might have been the start of last year, and I've kind of been wanting to get them, and they've been sat in my basket on Amazon actually for a while. It's only now recently that I've switched to go like, I might as well go from on Waterstones and do their like, what's it called? Plus balance thing card, where you get a Waterstones Plus card and you do like 10 stamps and then you get like 10% off of your next order or so. Yeah, I've currently got like what, 20%, because I think it's a stamp per book. So fun. But yeah, so I just then decided to change to Waterstones to do that anyway. But yeah, so they've been sat in my like basket on Amazon for a while, and I've just been like saving them for later when I've like ordered from Amazon. But now I finally have them to read whenever. Stuff. I'll put them over there. And then I also have, sorry, on my order list, it literally just comes up like this. So I've got to like try and flick to find the book I'm on about. I also need to work out if this one is, if it's this one or the other one that is the book club book. I think it's the other one. Yeah, it's the other one. I don't actually know if this is book 1 or book 2, to be honest, in the series. Oh, it's her first novel, so this is the first one. And then it's the book club one, I think. But I got Every Summer After. I've just realised I haven't been saying who they're by. Sidelines is by Tay Marley, even though you can see it on the book. Archer is by Dr. Rebecca Sharp. And then this one's by Carly Fortune. If I say any of the names wrong, I'm so sorry. Yeah, not the best. But yeah, so I got Every Summer After, because I think is this part of the series. Because I want to say there's a book club book which I actually have, which is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. But I want to say this was like part of a series with it. And this is like the first book, so I kind of need to read this one before I read One Summer After. No, One Golden Summer. I'm mixing the two together now. But yeah, so I got this one, and I think this is a book now. I want to say this is also turning into a movie. Or is it already turned into a movie or series? I want to say this one's turning into a movie or series. My brain is all over the place, but I think it's this one that's doing it. But yeah, so I got that. But I primarily got it because of the book club book that I needed, that I wanted to get, so I could like read it and watch that video on YouTube and stuff. Podcast book. I needed to read this one first since I think it was part of the series. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. So that's why I got that one. And then, which was £11. And then I got The Idea of You by Robin Lee. I might be saying the first name wrong. I don't know if that is Robin or what. But by Robin Lee. Obviously, it's a Prime Video movie. It's been turned into a movie. And I've been wanting to watch the movie for a while, but I'm the type of person to be like, I'm going to read the book first. Especially if it's going to be a movie that I think I might actually enjoy and fully want to like read the book, because I might like the book and want to like have the book. So yeah, I try and read the book first. So I got The Idea of You, which was around like £10. I got that. And then this one was actually quite surprising when it came through. And let me find it on my list. I don't know where it is. It's probably near the end. Which one is it? This one. It is book 1, I think, of the series. It is Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. I got it because I kind of wanted to read. Like, I saw the third book in the series, which isn't out yet, I don't think. And it looked interesting. So I was like, oh, it's the third book in the series, so I need to get the first 2. I originally just ordered it in hardback and got the third one in a signed copy, so I should have like the third one when it comes out be signed, which I'll probably show you in a vlog when it comes through, when it comes out, since I don't know when it gets released. Oh, it gets published in September, the third book, which is Disenchanted, which is a signed edition hardback, and it comes out in September, which was around £22 for that third one. But yeah, so I saw this one and I was like, if the hardback, well, if the third one's in hardback, I might as well get the other 2 in hardback. So I got this one in hardback, and it came through, and I was looking at it going, this ain't the third one, I don't think. So I looked it up and it was the first one. I was like, I swear I ordered this one just in hardback, but I got a signed copy for like nothing, for just the price of a hardback one, which is super cool. So I've got a signed copy version of it, which I think is possibly my first signed copy of a book that I actively want to read and might like. Because I did get these signed copies of 2 books when I was in year 6, when I was 10, because I don't think I'd hit 11 yet. I had my 11th birthday, which, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of them books, which I think I did a reread. Was it last year or was it the year before? I've done a reread of them. I can't remember now. But yeah, so I have them signed because I actually met the author because he came into my school, and like done some talk with my like year, I think, and then went and got his book like that weekend, and he signed them for both because it was like the first book and the second book in the series, and stuff. So I have them, but didn't pay for them. My dad bought them, but this is the first signed copy that I bought. Was not intentional. Like, I got it for a surprise, literally surprised. But yeah, this was actually £17. The price of this like series is like fluctuated from the books, but yeah, this was like £17 compared to the £22 of the third book, which is meant to be signed. So hopefully that is signed. But yeah, so I got that, which I actually can't wait to read. So I feel like that might be possibly a Halloweeny October read that whole series for next year, since obviously my TBR of this year is already set in place, so possibly that could be on my TBR for next year around Halloween and October time. But onto this box. I don't know what I'm going to be picking out. The air is... Oh my god, there's so many. This one isn't even inflated that much, but go on the floor for now. There's still some in there. And then I got also... Can I move that along a bit? Yes, I can. Sorry, it was just like... felt like in the way. I got... I thought that was sticky then, but it's not. I got... Sorry, my like hand went over it and it felt like a bit sticky on like the name here, but it's not. It's just the way like the book is matte and then this is like glossy. I got Project Hail Mary by Andy. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, but yeah. So I got Project Hail Mary, which obviously is a movie. Which I think has already come out on Sky. I don't know if it's on Sky Cinema yet, but if not, it's already soon to be on Sky Cinema. But I thought, get the book. I also have seen a bunch of people talk about this book, and that, so I thought, why not give it a go? It's not my like obviously typical romance book. I don't know if it's sci-fi or what. Oh, yeah, it's sci-fi, science fiction, which I haven't really read a book of science fiction. I normally stick to like romance or sometimes like fantasy or thriller. But I thought, you know what, why not give it a go? Because I've seen people talk about this, and it's also becoming a movie, so I can read it, and then if I don't understand some of it, I could also probably try and watch the movie. But yeah, I think my dad also wants to watch the movie, so I don't know if he's going to want to read the book or not. But yeah. Oh, it's also Barack Obama's Book of the Year. It literally just says like some random thing. It says it randomly on the back. But yeah, so that seems cool. I got this for... Oh, it's got literally the right price on the back for £10. So yeah, so I got that. And then there is... Here you go. Carly Fortune's One Golden Summer, which obviously is a book club book. So yeah, what I might do actually is next year, each like book club book for like each month that I had, I might try to actually read that book that month. So I'm like shaking my desk. I might try and read the book that month. But yeah, so obviously it's a book club book, so it's for a video on YouTube to get that watched. But it also does seem interesting when I've seen like some people talk about it. So yeah, so I got that, and that was £10. And then, oh, I feel like I'm forever digging into this. I got Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I did also go through like some of the people I've read, like Hannah Grace. What else did I do? My brain's gone. Who else was it? Oh, Jessa Hastings. I saw to like have a quick look of how many other books they like published. And if it wasn't a lot, then I'd like order them. So that's why I kind of done this, because I think the only other books that have been published were obviously like the Icebreaker, I can't remember what the series is called now, but Icebreaker, Wildfire, and Daydream by her, which I've read the whole of her series, and she has a little like holiday Christmassy series, I'm guessing, since it says holiday, but it doesn't really say Christmas on the back. But yeah, so I thought that could be nice, especially like near Christmas, to read this, and fun. But yeah, so I got that for £10, and that's especially since I want to start reading some of the books that I love the author of. Like this year, I obviously am doing Elsie Silver, trying to go through all her, I want to say discography, but I don't think that's the right word. But all like the books that they've published, that she's published, I'm trying to like read through all of them. So I'll probably try and do Hannah Grace and someone else possibly next year, or just try and read a bunch of books off my TBR. I'm going to start on a new pile just in case that falls. But yeah, so done that, and then I got First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, which I think is the first book in a series, so I think there's another one that's been released now, which I didn't get, but maybe I get it next year or someone else. But yeah, this was also a book club book, so I got that, but it does look cool, so I can't wait to read it. I think it's a bit like could be like a Valentine's Day kind of read, especially since the male main character's last name is Valentine. But yeah, this was £10 for this. But yeah, so I got that, especially since it also says on the thing, it says First Time Caller Heartstrings on the site, or on the order, so I think it is part of a series, so I'll either be reading the series so far apart, or I'll end up getting the next book in the series. Okay, this is the last part of this like pile, and then I got Never by Jessa Hastings, which is just one of... So I just looked at when it got published. It got published on my birthday last year. Yeah, this is just a Jessa Hastings book that I haven't read. I don't know if there's any more, but I ordered 2 of her books. I think I've got 2 of her books in here. This is one of the 2. And then obviously she done the Magnolia Park series, which I've read. So I don't know if it's just these last 2 books of hers I need to read, and then I'm up to date with all of her books, or if there's any more. But yeah, I kind of done the same thing as what I've done with Hannah Grace. But yeah, so I just got this, and this was £11. So it threw me off that it got published on my birthday last year. Like, it genuinely threw me off. I was like, huh? Or it says it got published on my birthday last year, but this is to 2023. It got published. Okay, yeah, this just says Never, and then the Magnolia Parks series on also by. But there's another one in there. Confusing when this was published, but okay. My brain's all over the place. And then obviously the book, or the film Regretting You is out. It's actually on our planner on the TV for me to watch. But obviously I want to read the book first, so I've got the book Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I think I said that right. I have read a few other of her books, so she might be another one where I just try to get a bunch of her books and read them and get up to date. But she has also published a lot of books, so it might take me a while. But this was £9 for this. But yeah, I just got this one because I have obviously the movie to watch, so yeah. And she might also be another one where I just get a bunch of her books to read. And then I've got another Jessa Hastings book, which is The Conditions of Will, which I didn't actually know about until I was like looking up Jessa Hastings books and stuff, being like, oh, I want to read her books. And then I saw the cover of this and went, oh, this actually does look intriguing. But yeah, so I got this one, and this was £9. Sorry, that took me a while to work out when it shouldn't. But yeah, so I got this. Oh, it's got like a nice little like heart image. Well, not nice because it's got like a sword through the heart, but it does look somewhat like cool. But yeah, I think there's just like a bunch of like drama and inheritance and a bunch of stuff going on, but the cover looks cool and I can't wait to read this. And I'm so intrigued. So I got that. And then let me just get the last few books out, and then that can go on the floor. So then I also got People We Meet on Vacation, which I don't know where it is on here. Oh, I bet it's right at the bottom. Oh, it actually is as well. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I've seen a lot of people talk about Emily Henry and love her books. I haven't read one yet, so this will be my first. But this is also a TV series or a program. That's the same thing. TV series or a movie. I can't remember which one, but I do want to watch it, and I do also want to read all of Emily Henry's books because I've seen loads of people like rave about all her books. So yeah, I can't wait to read them and stuff. So I got this one, which was £10, and that, yeah, it's also like a really cute cover. So I love how I've been holding it over the woman on the cover. But yeah, so I got that, and then a couple other book club books, which actually this one was I think the first one. Oh, it's part of a series, so that's great. So I need to know if it's like figure out if it's the first in the series. Yes, it is. I just need to get like the second in the series if I like it. Because it's the Fear of the Flames series, but it's the first one, which is Fear of the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. That's a great name, by the way. So it's great. Also love the cover. But anyway, yeah, this was a book club book, which was the first book club book of the year. So yeah, I have this one, which looks super cool. And then there's a second book in the series, or at least it says in this book anyway. There's another one, so what I might do is wait to get that one if I enjoy this one or not. But yeah, but this was £10 for that. And then another book club book, which is the last of the book club books, is Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm definitely probably pronouncing that wrong, not probably. This was £11 for this, but yeah, this was a book club book, so I got this one to read. But it does look really intriguing and nice. But yeah, so I got that. And then last but not least, obviously I got the second book in the whatever the Rewitched series is called, because I don't think it actually says what it's called. Let me see if it says inside. I don't think it does. Oh, actually, in the author's note, like in the book, it says The Events of Uncharmed, which is this book by Lucy Jane Wood. So the events of Uncharmed take place prior to whoever Bella is. Is Bella like the main character? Bella might be the main character of that one, because this one says something about Annie. Of Bella's adventures in Rewitched, but both are standalone stories set in Selkuth, the Selkuth world. I might be saying that wrong. But when I was like looking at this book and stuff, it kind of looked like a series. But I guess it is like a kind of like a standalone book kind of series or so. I probably will read it in Rewitched and then this one. But yeah, but I got Uncharmed, which was £20, obviously because it's a hardcover and stuff. But obviously, yeah, it isn't signed because I didn't order a signed one. So this one isn't as surprising as that one coming signed. Yeah, that is all the books that I've ordered, apart from like 2 pre-orders, which obviously are the Disenchanted signed edition by Lucy Jane Wood, which is like kind of like the 3rd book in the series. I don't know if it's going to be technically a standalone as well. It could be cast as. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I got that book, which obviously was £22, which I said earlier when I was talking about Rewitched. And then I also got the 3rd book in the series that I'm actually currently reading, which I would have already read now and finished by hopefully when this video goes up. But I've actually just finished like the 1st book in this series as I'm filming this, which is the Lights Out series, which I've finished across the line, and hopefully by this goes out I would have hopefully definitely finished Ride With Me, which is the 2nd book of that series. But I ordered the 3rd book, which is Crash Into You, which is a F1 romance-y book series, which the 3rd book is getting released in August this year. Obviously it'll probably get read next year. Like, it was not on my TBR this year because I didn't know about it until I put the 1st book on my Fable app when I started reading it. So yeah, that one will be saved possibly for next year to read. But yeah, that one was £10. So I've got 2 pre-orders of books that I'm waiting for August and September. But I will show you guys them books, obviously when they come, probably in a vlog, knowing me. But yeah, other than that, I've got a lot of, let me put like the harder ones on the bottom. But other than that, I've got all these other books, which you can't actually see these bottom books that well because of my, well, when it cuts off, and then also my laptop's here, so you probably wouldn't have seen it that much either. But yeah, I've got all these other books, which is not level, but oh well. But yeah, and these are all like turned. But yeah, so I've got all these other books instead. So stay tuned for possibly next year when I probably will do a lot more like reading vlogs, since I've got a bunch of books that I need to get through on my TBR. So next year I'll probably post a lot more videos to do with books, a lot of like TBR book videos, reading vlogs of like picking a book and reading it, or like reading challenges. So yeah, so stay tuned for that next year. But these are just the books that I've ordered so far and have come. I don't know if I'm actually going to order any more books for the rest of the year, or even possibly next year. But yeah, now I've got to find a place to store all of these in fairness, so that's going to be fun. But I will see you guys Sunday for another, well, I say another, for a vlog, and then see you guys, my brain's gone dead, see you guys Wednesday for, I don't even know what video it is, and I've currently covered my calendar. See you guys Wednesday for a self-care video. Is that what it is? I don't know. It says a self-care vlog on this calendar, so it might be a self-care vlog, like a spa-likey kind of thing, or it might not, so don't hold me to that. But yeah, so see you guys Wednesday for that, but Sunday for another vlog. Well, for a vlog, because this one was not a vlog. Anyway, bye!